Hello, my name's Colette. I'm here with your weekly tarot card for week commencing Monday, 30th of November 2015. Your weekly tarot card for this week in the Rorite deck is the Four of Discs. Now, I think it's a really pleasant looking card, and I think it says what it means really. It kind of means power, as you can see the word written on it. And there's a wee man sitting there, quite secure, almost like the Emperor, another card four. The number four is about security, it's about stability, and it's about feeling as kind of dug in. And this is a number four card, and it exudes all those qualities. But I do love the modern look of this, where there is the sense of almost like a modern emperor sitting on his throne, be that in his office or whatever. But what does it mean for you in the week ahead? In general, it's about feeling your own power, standing in your own power, knowing what you're good at and understanding what you're not so good at. It's about understanding the strengths that you have and the way that you can push them forward and also help other people with them. So it's not, in this kind of thing, it does look as though the wee man's a bit solitary or whatever. And that can sometimes be particularly in career, if you're in an authority position, you can sometimes feel a wee bit on your own. But how you handle that and how you connect with staff, etc., can be the making or the breaking of the influence of this card. But just in general, it's about realizing, I'm quite good at this, or I'm quite good at directing people. I have authority in certain areas of my life, and I'm not going to keep that quiet. I'm going to pass that on if people seek it. I'm also going to allow myself to feel strong this week, not necessarily a sense of, ego strong. And you have to watch that with this card as well, that it doesn't go into ego. But let's say you're doing your job and you're doing it well, and you're enjoying the fact that you're doing it well. And there's this sense of, I'm quite secure in this position. I feel as though I'm earning this position. And with that comes a sense of, yes, but give me respect back. So it's quite a masculine card, quite an assertive card, although it is discs, which is seen as more of a feminine suit. But I really like it. As I say, the negative side of it is not to be too overwhelming, not to be too much in people's faces, or let the ego flow through. I mean, I keep going back to the workplace for this, but we've all had bosses that literally have been terrors, tyrants, and basically we've never known where they are. They've kept us on our toes through sheer horrendous authority that doesn't make for good workplaces and doesn't make for good respect. So that's the negative side of this card. But for you this week, for yourself, please know that it's a time for you to show off how good you are at certain things, to take the pats on the back for how good you are at those things, and to relax into your own authority. And that's what makes it such a nice card. Um, so what does it mean in various other areas of life? In career, as I've said, it's about knowing what you're worth. It's about knowing that you can be in a supervisory role because you've got those skills and literally been willing to show things off in a good way. When it comes to health, it's about understanding the strengths in our body and the strengths that we don't have. It's about, I always feel this takes me to the sort of solid structures in the body, like the discs in the back, like the strength in the muscles. And if you've been exercising or looking after yourself, this would be a good week to actually say, oh, look, I'm feeling stronger there, or that muscle feels stronger, or literally giving yourself a pat on the back for the things in your health that you do have a degree of strength and power in. And if there's a severe lack of power, then use this card to say, what can I do about that? If you're feeling, I've not got as much power in my legs as I used to, well, try and do something about it. If you say, I've not as much power in eyesight, well, go to the optician. It's about time, it's about finding where the power lies in your body and where it doesn't, and making good adjustments. Okay, it's also a good card for anybody that's been under the weather with stress. In a health situation, it can bring out a sense of more stability and a sense of feeling more secure in your own environment, which is lovely. In love, it can be very good because it can allow you within a relationship to understand your own personal powers and how appropriate that is in different situations. In good working relationships, there's sometimes a person is feeling weak and the other one then can take on the power role, and vice versa. And relationships that work well tend to have that easy flow, that if someone is stressed or hardworking, the other person will maybe take up the slack in the house. Or if someone is really feeling they've got a big project, then the other person will support them in that, and vice versa. So within relationships, this becomes a kind of practical adjusting to the flow of who needs what this week. Um, and if you don't use the good side of this card and the influence, again, it can develop into the negative side, which is petty power struggles. Well, I did the ironing for you, so why can't you fix the car for me? All these little stupid power struggles that go on can be the negative side of this card. In wealth and money and financial situations, it's about kind of saying, okay, I'm okay where I am. I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to sit on my cash and I'm going to feel the power that that gives me. Um, it's funny because I'm actually recording this on Black Friday, where everybody's probably been going mad trying to buy up everything that possibly things they don't need. And this card is the antithesis of that. It's like, do you know, I'm strong enough with what I've got, I'm secure, I'm fine, and I don't need to literally go and throw my money away. So in wealth, it's a good card because it's about keeping your security, keeping your stability, and knowing what you want to do with your money, if that's planning for a holiday, if that's doing certain things. It's a very strong financial card. So you see, it's again one tarot card that's mainly seen to be about one thing in different areas, has all different knock-on effects. And this one, I must admit, I'm going to look forward to. I'm going to look forward to the week ahead and maybe pacing myself in the run up to Christmas. And part of that is making sure I get enough rest, enough exercise. All these things are part of that card. So stand in your own power this week. Never let anyone take that power away, and neither choose to give it away to anybody. An old Native American once told me that, and I've used that and lived by it as much as I could for many, many years. So stand in your own power. Don't let anyone take that power away, and never choose to give it away. And that's a wee bit of that card too. So have a nice week ahead. Have an empowering week ahead. Have a stable week ahead and enjoy it. Many blessings. Bye now.